Welcome back. This is Weblan. I want us to simplify some expressions here. The first one is a squared minus b squared all over 5a minus 5b. We are going to use factorization to simplify this expression. When you look at the numerator and denominator, I don't see any common factor between those two, but if we factorize the numerator separately and the denominator separately, we are going to create common factors that we can cancel. So the one on top is the difference of two squares, which is factorized as a plus b, a minus b, and then the denominator, we have a common factor between these two terms, and that is 5. So it's 5 outside the bracket. Divide this by 5, we get an a, minus divide this by 5, you get a b. Now we have a common factor, a minus b and a minus b. If we cancel these two, we are left with a plus b all over 5. That's how we deal with this one. And let's quickly go to the second one, x squared minus 3x minus 4. This is a trinomial divided by 3x squared minus 3. This is a binomial. There's just the same way we did the first one, we do that also. We first factorize this one. Remember, when we factorize a trinomial, we create two brackets, and then there is an x here, there is an x, and then we need two factors of -4, which when added they give -3. Those two factors is -4 and +1, right? -4 times 1 is -4, -4 plus 1 is -3. And then we go to the one here. If we factorize this one, let me do it here. Okay, I'll do it here. It's going to be 3 bracket x squared minus 1. Okay, 3 bracket, we factor out 3 here. 3 bracket x squared minus 1, and this one, remember, 1 squared is equal to 1. So this one also is a difference of 2 squares. So we can write our 3 here. Instead of writing x squared minus 1, I will write x plus 1, x minus 1. That is the difference of 2 squares also. Now we have a common factor between the numerator and the denominator, x plus 1 and x plus 1. So we cancel that x plus 1 and that x plus 1, and our answer, we are left with x minus 4 over 3x minus 1. And then the next one, which happens to be the last one, I have 5p squared plus 5p plus 5 all over p3 minus 1. We have to, as it stands, we do not have a common factor between the numerator and the denominator, so we can factorize here to see if we will create a common factor between these two items, the numerator and the denominator. Factorizing the top, I can see that the common factor here is 5. So if I factor out 5, divide this one by 5, I get a p squared. Divide this by 5, I get a p, and divide 5 by 5, I get a 1. So it's 5 multiplied by the bracket of p squared plus p plus 1. And the numerator here, and the denominator here, it's p3 minus 1. 3 also, remember, 1 cubed simplifies to 1. So this is a difference of 2 cubes. And when we are factorizing the difference of 2 cubes, we create 2 brackets. The first one has to be a binomial, and we take the p and the 1, we put them here. And then the second one is a trinomial. We take the p, it's supposed to be squared. We take the 1, supposed to be squared, right? 1 squared is equal to 1. So I just write it as a 1. And then the middle term here, I multiply the first and the last. That is p and a 1 to get a p. And then we have been taught about SOAP, I believe. The SOAP tells us that the first sign should be the same as this one. So the first sign is the same, the second sign is the opposite, and this third sign should always be positive. So first one is the same, the second one is the opposite of addition, subtraction, that is addition, and the third one is always positive, that is a p. And then look at these two things. On top we've got p squared plus p plus 1,